Hello, happy Easter and welcome back to Tangle Tower. We're gonna talk to Professor Pointer, but I need to look at
There's
this.
something kinda disappointing about this room.
What?
I just expected a bit more from an astronomy tower.
Oh, does it not compare to all the other astronomy towers you've been to?
Well, that's up to you. Hi!
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars.
Hmm?
They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Okay, why does your hair look like a roof? Oh, so oh shit!
There's something about Hawkshaw's handheld microscope. Something suspicious.
Oh,
Let's ask her about it.
okay, later, but I want to talk to you about the
Me?
encounter.
Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the Cosmos I say hi.
Okay, but what do you do for a living then?
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening. I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book.
Okay.
I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Okay.
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
Not yet. I want to explore. I want to go to there. I need to explore that place.
It's locked, but it leads outside.
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
There we go. There we go. Boom. Ta-da.
It made a noise.
I guess that was right.
Huh?
Finally, it's open.
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
Yes. I don't want to go to the statement yet. I want to talk to everyone and unlock every secret. Oh.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Lute statue. A slightly wooden statue of a strange creature holding a lute. A pair of earmuffs has been placed on the head of the statue. Okay.
Giant stone frog. Love it.
Ooh, I got an achievement. I found all the monsters.
Ah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
Ooh. 4 feathers. The feathers were mostly found resting on the tongue of the large stone statue. None of the feathers is an ink bird. Okay.
That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon. It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil. Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
The roses are bright red, too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges, too?
Oh, yeah. What do you suppose they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
A little pond.
See, there's
Oh, yeah.
nothing. Looks like somebody broke them and then never...
Okay. Also the feathers or something in the bar.
More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Because of Easter.
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make. More egg
I don't
statues.
get
Well,
it.
or the sculptor.
Okay.
An egg has got to be the easiest shape.
Ah, a little water feature.
It's making me sleepy.
Wonder how it's hooked up.
Okay.
The door into Poppy's room.
So, only Poppy and Fitz can get into the garden?
Ah, I guess so.
Do we have... We need 2 more things.
Trees.
In a garden.
In a garden.
It's so relaxed. I might just stay here.
Oh, shall I go finish the investigation on my own?
That'd be great.
Are you gonna slip? Okay.
Oh, good. A bridge. I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that tiny, tiny pond.
Not all bridges are about getting across stuff.
There for the core. Okay. Okay, I don't think... I think I should go there and look there. Because there's a mystery thing there.
It's a
I think it's supposed to be an egg.
Oh, there we go.
I'm still not
Should we take another look?
Yes. Bird. Doesn't look like this was gonna be solved.
Let's come back later.
Okay.
Spooky. What do you think it's for?
I think it's to scare
Is it
away.
working?
No. It's quiet. Yes.
It's not. It's an appropriate amount of quiet.
I think I just could go and talk to people. I'm gonna take your last. I'm gonna go to Fritz. No, not Fritz, but Felix. Felix. Talk to him first. Hi. I'd like to talk to you about something. Can you explain the detective.
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant because we both wear, you know, red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine. Supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the Golden Beetle. Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
Oh, Golden Beetle. That was the research thing.
Fitz?
Yes.
I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
What?
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman.
Oh. What about Pointer?
Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival.
Okay.
Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger. Always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
Okay. Okay. What about this?
These drawings are quite precious. I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know. Seems likely, though, doesn't it? Why don't you ask Fiona about that one? Looks like her area of expertise. That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
Okay.
I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to. That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
Yes.
Goodness me! I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead?
Oh yeah, I need to find the other
Oh dear.
thing.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue.
Okay.
What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
I guess it's the shell thing that's made of gold.
The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements. But it's not too bad. Might be salvageable. Is that a clue? Really?
It might be.
I don't think there are anything I could talk to him about. No. Let's look at him. How's his connection? That's how he got to the tower. Okay. That was him. I don't think there's more to him to talk about him about. I think we're gonna go there and talk to Fifi. Hi, Fifi. Can you tell me about
Name,
Oxen?
Hawkshaw. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a weirdo nerd with a clipboard.
Oh. Ah, poor Fifi.
Name, Percival Pointer. Age, 57. Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh, yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me.
Hmm.
Name, Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes, Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her.
Hmm. Oh.
Name, Fitzfellow. Age, 24. Profession, cryptobotanist. Likes, soil. Dislikes, electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So, what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
Okay. He was carrying a knife. That's not good.
I am scared of birds.
Oh.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Oh.
It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what. Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well,
Don't
I
know.
don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next,
Okay.
an item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
Oh
is
no.
it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
Oh. Can you tell me about this?
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
You sure? Is it Poppy? No. Who?
Now, this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah. You could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh. You wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
Oh, I see. Clever.
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues. What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands.
Yes. There are 2 things. I'm missing 2 things. Okay, I don't have any more. I think I'm just gonna check. I think I have. Okay, I think I'm missing 2 things. So I have to go back to them later. I'm gonna talk to Hawkshaw. Hi. Can you? I'm gonna talk to this. Go through the item things first, and then as
I'll
for
say this,
justice.
he's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse, but I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers in secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just wonder if he's getting restless.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about this before I go and question this, go to the suspicion part. Pointer?
Professor Pointer's a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself.
Yes? So?
What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
No.
I find her rather embarrassing. Little more than a spoiled child.
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse.
No, but I'm 27. Anything about
The
this?
people here are surprisingly materialistic, considering how sheltered they are.
Materialistic?
Growing this fruit simply because it produces a gemstone-like material. For what possible purpose, other than financial gain?
You're speculating.
What would you do, Grimoire, if you could grow valuable stone straight from the earth?
Well, it's a good stable income. Just because they live in a fancy house doesn't mean that they earn a lot of money. And they need money to maintain the statue that's falling apart.
This is a potential murder weapon, is it not?
I don't
Maybe?
know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon just lying around.
I think you'd be surprised as to what people leave lying around.
Yeah, birds.
3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would. And you consider that important evidence, do you?
Maybe.
These people really are ridiculous, aren't they?
Oh.
Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
Okay.
Who's that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange.
Maybe you're gonna meet her.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it.
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them. One of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs. For blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Oh, not yet. Did you see some suspicious leaves?
Okay, I'm gonna go to suspicion.
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense, if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry. We already worked out what you're searching for.
Golden beetle? Maybe?
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He's not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
She doesn't know how to use it.
Hawkshaw doesn't know how to use it.
You sure about that?
Not entirely. I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Oh, it's not a microscope at all.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
according to Fifth. Um. Yeah, it's created by Fifth to use. The handheld microscope was created by Fifi to use Fifi's eye gear. So light up. So stole.
The
Oh,
handheld microscope was created by Fifi to use Fifi's eye gear, so Hawkshaw stole it. Nope.
I'm right about
The
it.
handheld microscope was created by Fifi to use Fifi's eye gear, so Hawkshaw lied about it. That's not right.
I have to go back to Fifth. Okay. That according to part of
The handheld microscope is made entirely out of a fake glass lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. That's not right either.
what's great about the
The handheld microscope was created by Fifi to use a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
okay. Going to use
The
according to
handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic
Aha.
lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Oh,
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never
No,
would
no.
have guessed.
Hold on.
no.
You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Oh. Wow. I didn't expect that outcome. Okay, but the time is up. I have to end this video here. If you like what you saw, please give me a like and a comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to get notified for whenever I post. Anyway, see you in the next one. I hope you still have a happy Easter. Bye bye.